Welcome to Oryx Learning. Today's lesson is on Unit 6, Triangles and Pythagorean Theorem, Lesson 1, Lines. What are parallel and perpendicular lines? Parallel lines are two or more lines that never intersect. Parallel lines are shown using red arrowheads on the lines. As we can see in the example, line A and line B never intersect and are therefore parallel, and we can represent this with the red arrowheads. Perpendicular lines are two lines that intersect in a right angle. A square drawn between the lines shows it is a right angle. So again, as we can see in the diagram, line C and line D intersect in a right angle, and we know it's a right angle because of the square drawn at the corner where they intersect. What are complementary angles? Complementary angles are two angles that together form a right angle. The sum of two complementary angles is 90 degrees. So as we can see in the diagram, angle 1 and angle 2 form a right angle, which we know by the square in the corner. So angle 1 plus angle 2 must equal 90 degrees, and therefore angle 1 and angle 2 are complementary angles. What are supplementary angles? Supplementary angles are two angles that together form a straight angle. The sum of two supplementary angles is 180 degrees. So as we can see in the diagram, angle 3 and angle 4 form a straight line, or 180 degrees. Angle 3 plus angle 4 equals 180. Therefore, angle 3 and angle 4 are supplementary angles. Corresponding angles are in the same position relative to the transversal in each of the parallel lines. For example, angles 1 and 5 would be corresponding angles, and angles 3 and 7 would also be corresponding angles. Alternate interior angles are on opposite sides of the transversal and between the parallel lines. In the diagram, we can see that angle 4 and 6 would be alternate interior angles. Alternate exterior angles are on opposite sides of the transversal and on the outside of the parallel lines. As we can see in the diagram, angles 2 and 8 would be alternate exterior angles. Which lines are parallel? Lines A and D intersect each other, and lines B and C. Therefore, A and D cannot be parallel to each other or to lines C or B. Lines B and C do not intersect each other, so they are parallel to one another. So our parallel lines are lines B and C. Find the missing angle. The two angles form a straight line, so they are supplementary, which means their measures add up to 180 degrees. So we can form the equation x plus 40 equals 180. Subtracting 40 from both sides of the equation, we can simplify down to x equals 140 degrees. So the missing angle is 140 degrees. List a pair of angles that are corresponding angles. Angle 1 is in the bottom left angle at the point where the transversal meets the bottom line. Angle 5 is the bottom left angle at the point where the transversal meets the top line. So angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. There are also three other corresponding pairs as well. These angles would be angle 2 and angle 6, angle 4 and angle 8, and angle 7 and angle 3. In the figure, lines B and C are parallel, and line A is perpendicular to line B. Find the measure of angle 4. Since A and B are perpendicular, angle 1 measures 90 degrees. And we'll denote that with a square at the corner. Since B and C are parallel, angles 1 and 2 are corresponding angles, so angle 2 measures 90 degrees as well. Angle 3 and 4 together add up to 90 degrees. Angle 3 and 4 are complementary angles. Angle 3 is also vertical with the 40-degree angle, so angle 4 must equal 50 degrees. And we know that because angle 4 plus the 40 degrees from angle 3 has to equal the 90 degrees. Subtracting 40 from both sides of the equation, we can see that angle 4 indeed equals 50 degrees. A telephone pole fell from Jane's yard across the roadway with parallel sides. The angle created between the pole and the side of the road closest to Jane's house is 37 degrees. What is the angle created near Malik's house? The 37-degree angle and angle Y are alternate exterior angles, and they are the same measure. Angle X and Y are supplementary, thus the sum of their measures are 180 degrees. So we can create the equation X plus angle Y equals 180 degrees. Substituting in what we know about angle Y, we get the equation angle X plus 37 equals 180. We can subtract 37 from both sides of the equation, which will give us angle X is 143 degrees. So our answer is 143 degrees. Let's review. Parallel lines are two or more lines that never intersect. Perpendicular lines are two lines that intersect in a right angle. Complementary angles are two angles that together form a right angle. And supplementary angles are two angles that together form a straight angle. Corresponding angles are in the same position relative to the transversal and each of the parallel lines. Alternate interior angles are on opposite sides of the transversal and between the parallel lines. And alternate exterior angles are on opposite sides of the transversal and on the outside of the parallel lines. That is our lesson for today. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed it.